Let's get into Rev's thing. Um, Rev's got a video. Apparently, there is another VTuber blacklist out. Um, Apparently there's another VTuber blacklist out that is backfiring hilariously. So, shall we take a look at it? These are always fun. It's basically the VTuber blacklist is basically just a list of awesome VTubers. So, let's see who made the list this time, shall we?
Hey, what's up, guys? Surf here. So over the past couple of days, maybe even weeks, there's been a very fun trend going on in the VTubing scene. Now, this is not anything particularly new, but recently, a lot of VTubers, mainly VTweeters, have been making unfollow and block lists, where they're creating a list of so-called problematic VTubers, and they're demanding all of their followers to either unfollow those individuals or they will be blocked. Now, it includes, of course, a lot of Rev derangement syndrome. I think.
No. Sorry, Rev. I have to correct this. Green Man, it's not sweet and sour on lasagna. It's ranch. I think. Wait, hopefully I'm not getting this wrong. I think he puts ranch on lasagna, not sweet and sour. I think. Am I right? Wait. Am I misthinking something? I thought it was he likes to put ranch on lasagna. Oh, ranch was on something else. Oh, okay. Never mind. I retract my statement. Okay, it was not ranch on lasagna. It was ranch on something else. Sorry. Sorry, Reb. I didn't mean to insult you. Reb, please forgive me. I'm sorry. I did not mean to insult you that way. Straub is ranch. Oh, straub is ranch. That's what it was. Ranch on pizza with straub. That's where I got it mixed up. Yeah, sweet and sour for Rev on lasagna. Ranch on pizza for straub. Okay, I got the two of them mixed up. They are married, so it's understandable that I would mix their two favorites up like that. My apologies.
Now, it includes, of course, a lot of Rev derangement syndrome. I think I have a 100% score on these lists. I think I'm on every single one. Couldn't be honored anymore. But there's a lot of other content creators that are making routine appearances on these lists. And no matter how many times I tell these people looking for engagement on Twitter, they won't listen.
I know, I'm watching it, Havoc.
Nothing more than free content for people like myself, and also the people featured on those lists typically get a lot of support. And today, well, it's no different. But we're going to start off this video with a bit of a twist, a counter signal, if you will. Today, we're going to start by looking at a list of based VTubers. That's right. This is in response to all of the problematic lists. So you can see the...
Yeah, I saw this list. No. It's not the same vent. This is different. This is M vent. This is a different one, I think. This is not the same vent. This is a different person. But yes, I've seen this list. No, I didn't make it. I did not make it.
Usual suspects that are featured on those other lists, like Kirsha,
no, this is a base list, not a... Guys, this is a good list. This is not a, these are streamers that you should dislike. These are, based VTubers. It is a good list.
Celestion, Powder, Jelly, Pippa, myself, Straub, Azahara, Juju, so on and so forth. And the list goes on. There's more in the replies as well. And of course, there are some questions to be asked in the replies. Someone pointed out Smugglana failed to make another list, which was fixed, but that's kind of why the other day when we looked at a different list, I included Smugglana in the thumbnail, because like she's always left out of these lists, and I don't know why.
I know.
But I just wanted her to feel...
fucking him! What ain't the only one that gets left out of the lists? She's not the only one.
Included. That's how nice of a guy I am. I'm so inclusive, ladies and gentlemen. But here's another question. Why is Rev in there? Oh, my word. Because he is base. That's right. I'll give you a like for that one. Thank you very much for the support. But of course, people in the quotes are very upset. This individual says, looks like a list of invites to a clan rally. Now, the irony, of course, is that
Uh-huh.
A good number of the people included in this list are minorities, so that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Also, it's obvious slander. And then you look at the bio and you're just like,
There it is. There it is. Nothing more need be said. Black Lives Matter, which, by the way, is a completely corrupt organization, which is actually now dead. ACAB, all cops are bastards. Cool, so they hate police. So, presumably, this person, if they ever get in trouble, they will not call the police, right? If they ever get in trouble and they need help, they're not going to call 911 and they're just going to fix it on their own, right? And then, of course, trans rights or human rights, and of course, pronouns. Because, of course, pronouns.
you're too old for this stuff, dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Here's another one, a usual
Ooh,
suspect.
Good lord.
Fourth.
Holy shit. What? Look at what's next to the name. The hammer and sickle of Russia and the trans flag. Rain, does this person not realize that Russia hates trans people? Does this Trend Falls not realize that the Russian government literally kills trans people simply for the crime of existing? And gay people too? Gay and trans people? Sorry, gay and trans, because the rainbow flag encompasses trans. But do they, like, gay, trans, it doesn't matter. The Russian government kills all of them. Anyone that's LGBT, the Soviet Union will kill. Out of pocket. So this person's a fucking idiot.
Strike of VTubers holy. These people are living in an episode of The Handmaid's Tale. Like, no joke. And I've seen this person before. You can't be calling a group of VTubers who have wrongthink the Fourth Reich while sitting here with a hammer and sickle in your name.
And of course, look at all the flags underneath. Look at all the, like, this is their identity. See, that's the thing. This right here is this person's identity. They have no identity beyond these flags. They have made this clear. Their identity is the LGBT flag, the Palestinian flag. Not sure about some of these other flags. This is how they have chosen to make their identity.
Your Twitter handle. No self-awareness whatsoever. But then we have really the main protagonist of today's video. This Lunar VTuber here saying free block list. And a lot of people are following suit. Now, what's interesting here is some of the interactions. This person says this list is disgusting. Why are they like this? And Lunar says, it makes money, unfortunately. People don't realize.
See, you're right. That you are absolutely right. That's what the whole purpose behind these people doing this is they're trying to gain allies, and anybody that opposes them, they can paint as targets. That is the purpose of why they do this. They can here I can say, oh, you're an ally, you can come into my fold, but make sure you goose step in line with exactly what I want, otherwise I will eat you. Or you are now a list of their targets that they can basically try and dehumanize to make it acceptable for you to be killed. That's what they do. That's the whole purpose of why people say this on these lists.
Playing them. Guys, I'm so sorry. You had to find out this way, I guess. I've been playing you. You know, it's the old grifts. I've been doing it for 6+ years on a daily basis. I know it's a long con, ladies and gentlemen. You're being played. I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me. But they continue on saying, how does it make them money? And the OP says, people go, OMG, I agree with you, and donate money /sub on Twitch/buy merch.
Tell me you have no idea how streaming works, especially as a VTuber, without telling me you have no clue how streaming works as a VTuber. People don't donate subs, bits, donos themselves because you have an opinion that they agree with. It's not how that works. Maybe it works for people like Hassan. Sure, I'll agree with that. For VTubers, by and large, no. Why people offer their support to VTubers is because the VTubers are entertaining. They provide an entertaining stream. They engage with their audience. They have fun with their audience. They can offer advice to their audience. They can receive advice from their audience. And just generally be personable. That is why people will do bits. That is why people will do subs. That is why people do donos. Because they are entertaining people. Not because they're pontificating or making these grand gestures and people go, I agree with you, take all my money. Now, that's not how this works. It's not. But then a V-tweeter wouldn't know that.
Guys, is that
Thank
true?
You, Seb.
Do you say, OMG, I agree with you, and then donate money to me? That'd be so crazy, dude. That'd be crazy. Oh my gosh.
Chat, do you do this? Do you go, OMG, I agree with you, and then throw money at me? Sam, I know you didn't just do that. No, you don't. No, you don't. Stop it. Stop trying to turn me into a liar. No, Molten, I don't. Not yet. I better not. And thank you, Yard Dog. Thank you for, oh. Fuck. Thank you, Trowner. Thank you for the 5 gifted. No, you better not. No, you bet. Do you know what? I'm probably gonna have to cut out of this video tomorrow. I'm gonna have to interrupt all of this and just put a big old black screen. Chat decided to break me for the next 20 minutes. Oh God, Seb! Thank you, Seb! Thank you for 5 more! Yeah, but Edna's gonna have to work very hard tomorrow now! Thank you, guys! Thank you guys very much! I love you guys! Thank you. I will make sure I pay my editor very well. Thank you, Spy Trick. Thank you for 5 more. Thank you so very much. Yes, cookies and Screech. I will pay my editor in cookies and Screech. Thank you, guys. Thank you all. Thank you all so very, very much. You guys are wonderful and I love you all. Okay. God, okay, let us try to get back to this video. We have now been derailed for like 20 minutes. Let us try and get back to the video.
I'm such a goblin. I'm such a greedy goblin. Anyways, here's some more replies trying to
Yes, that's what you just did to me. Yes, that's what you just did to me.
Explain why this is all happening and why calling out these people makes any sort of sense. So you can see this person saying blocking Fillion and Cha-Cha is wild. The rest I could understand, especially Rev, and I'll return to that in just a second. But of course, once again, Cha-Cha getting thrown in the mix. This poor woman.
Nothing. Fillion did not. I do think Fillion might have. Well, this V-tweeter is specifically saying Cha-Cha because of the bit that Cha-Cha did about ICE deporting Fillion. Because don't forget, Cha-Cha made this joke when the when the Minnesota thing was at its peak. And Cha-Cha made the joke about Fillion being deported by ICE, because this is during Fillion's hiatus. And of course, people, got butthurt about the fact that Cha-Cha made a joke and talked about ICE, because these people don't know what humor is. And so they went, oh my God, you're that devil. And Cha-Cha went, and it's a joke. If you can't figure that out, I got no help for you. Fuck off, Pilgrim.
A Hispanic woman makes a joke about ICE knocking down the door of her friend who hasn't been streaming in a while, and she's now lumped in with all of us problematic VTubers. Crazy stuff, unfortunate for her, but yeah, I mean, I guess that's the proof right there, ladies and gentlemen. But what I find interesting up here...
I mean, hell, when Cha-Cha posted her clip of this, talking about how she tried to hit him with the chanclas and they just smiled, I actually put a response to her of me holding the pipe going, hey, I got something else you could try, Cha-Cha. Like, I tried to get in on the joke. No one saw it. No one saw me trying to get in on the joke, but oh well.
Is that of all the people, right, there's probably several dozen VTubers of all kinds of sizes. People with very large audiences.
Aww.
But I'm singled out. What the heck did I do, ladies and gentlemen? Like, I'm always the focus of these things. Like, I don't want to be the main character in the situation, okay? It's funny to end up on these lists, but, like, I am, like, the main course. Yeah. What did I do?
The simple answer is Rev and Kirsche are outspoken. They post every day. They post YouTube videos every day. They're outspoken about their opinions. And it's the opinion of wrongthink. That's what Rev did. All the, like, Cha-Cha, she doesn't really post videos. And also to that point, Rev, Kirsche, and Nux are almost strictly news VTubers. That's why they have the target. Nux, Kirsche, and Rev get the brunt of all of this because they are news VTubers. They talk about news and they express their opinions about the items in the news that they're talking about. And the opinions that they express are considered wrongthink, but because they are the predominant VTubers that are doing news on both the streaming platforms and YouTube, they get the most hate. Alana doesn't do news to the same degree that Rev, Kirsche, and Nux do. Alana will talk about current events, sure, but that's not the majority of her content. Alana does variety. She is a variety streamer. She's like me. She's a variety streamer like me. I will do gaming like I did today. I will do some news stuff. I will do interesting video stuff, and I will do variety stuff. Rev, Kirsche, and Nux are pure news. They do pure news. They don't shy away from getting into political fare, particularly Nux and Kirsche. And because that is such the hot button issue right now, they have made themselves public enemy number one in this sphere because they are pure news. The ones that, the others on the list, they're either not as high or get forgotten about entirely because they do a variety. They talk, they talk about interesting stuff. They could talk about cultural stuff. They talk about some news stuff. They, watch stuff to laugh, things like that. So it's a variety, very much like I do. I talk about news, but I also talk about a variety of stuff. They don't. And I'm repeating, so I'm going to stop, but that's why they're targeted, is because they actually do nothing but nits. And that's our explanation. And it's news of the wrong think variety in these people's eyes. And thank you, Creechbo. Thank you for the another gifted.
Well, as pointed out by the OP, I saw that they talked about me before, saying, why are people still shocked and surprised when Rev
probably have
says
it, probably
Eft?
Because they show facts.
Well, that's not my name. First of all, Rev says Eft is not my name, but anyways. Rev says effed up things, all jokes aside. That's what his entire career is built on. He will continue as long as he gets interactions. Wow.
And that's where it is. These people, basically, because he's not agreeing with them, because he is not ascribing to the hive mind, it accounts to Rev saying fucked up things. Because he does not dogmatically follow in goose step with the way these people think, because it is different in the slightest, he says, quote unquote, fucked up things. No, Mars, I fully suspect that Lunar Nova is a V-tweeter, not a V-tuber. Someone that tweets out this much is typically a V-tweeter and not a V-tuber. Maybe they have, excuse me, maybe they have a Twitch channel. My guess is they probably don't stream very much, and they're predominantly on Twitch.
There's almost a semblance of self-awareness here. Number one, what are the effed up things I'm saying? I would love to hear an example. We've gone through so many of these call-out threads and people trying to cancel myself and many others, labeling them as terrible, slanderous things. And all we do is ask for proof, which, according to some, I'm not saying this person, but according to other people, just asking for proof about the claims is also somehow wrong of us. But anyways, they continue on by saying...
And what to build upon that, Rev, Kirsche, and Nux, not only do they opinionate about things, but they also present news that these people don't like. These people don't want news presented or highlighted or talked about that goes against their way of thinking. It's not even quote unquote real news. I'm not even going to go that far. It's not like, oh, they're presenting real news. No, they are presenting news. They are discussing news that is contrary to their ideology. So because they are presenting news that they didn't write themselves, this is news. This is like news articles. They are presenting news articles written by someone else. It is news about a certain given topic that it goes against what they think, and they don't think that Rev, Kirsche, Nux, and anyone else on the list should be allowed to do that. They should not be allowed to present news that goes against that essentially equates to wrongthink. If you present news written by someone else and are presenting the news and talking about this news, then they have committed the atrocity of wrongthink.
People hate others' opinions is because they can't imagine someone not having their opinion. Almost like reality is only their bubble and humans are a monolith.
I'll do you one better. They hate others' opinions because the others' opinions are very typically these days based upon fact, logic, and reason that not only is contrary to their way of thinking, it absolutely destroys their way of thinking, which is tantamount to it basically destroys their entire ideology, and it basically destroys their entire worldview. And when you take away these people's worldview, when you've destroyed their worldview, and they've basically been they're confronted with the reality that everything that you believe in is either wrong or a flat out lie, they blue screen. They can't. They are so entrenched. They follow this religion, effectively speaking, so dogmatically that when this reality is rent asunder by facts, logic, reason, and evidence, they can't handle it because they have nothing else. You are literally taking away everything from them. They have basically given their entire existence over to this ideology, and if they don't have this ideology, they're nothing. And that scares the fuck out of them. And that's why they say shit like this, because they're scared. Because this ideology is all they've got. If they don't have this, They know that they are nothing. They know they have no meaning in their life. They know that very few people outside of their family give a fuck about them. And they know that they are meaningless and no one cares. And they will just be literally another face in the crowd. And the thought of that terrifies them. That's what this all truly boils down to. Yeah, they want to be the special snowflake. You take away the special snowflake from them, they're nothing, and that is just unconscionable to them. That's it. It's literally as simple as that.
As long as people give him any sort of attention and interactions, it's going to keep fueling more content. Ding, ding, ding. I can tell you guys every single day about this. It won't matter. People are so clout hungry. They're so hungry for likes and validation on Twitter. They feed into the cycle. There's a reason I can make one of these videos almost every single day. And it's fun, and I enjoy doing it. And I'm going to keep doing it. Like, you're complaining about me getting stuff, basically fuel for content, while giving me fuel for content. There's no self-awareness.
Define insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. These people constantly go after Rev. He tells them, you're literally giving me content to farm for me to make more videos. He's been open about this. You guys doing this is literally giving me content to farm off to make a video about. I don't even have to talk about a current topic. I can talk about you guys reeing, screaming, and molding about me just existing, and I have content that tens of thousands of people will watch on a daily basis. And their response? Well, let's keep doing it. Surely it's going to be different this time. Define insanity.
But someone else asked, what did Fillion do? And they say her model is stolen. She has admitted to that. And collabs with right-wing grifters sometimes. Or so I'm told.
So, number one, Fillion did not steal her model. It was a free use model. The issue in question was when Fillion did merch using her model as the design for the merch. That's where there was a problem, and she worked it out with the designers of the model. It's a free model anybody can use, but she generated merch based off of this free model. The artist who created the model took issue with that, and Fillion worked it out. That was it. That's literally the whole thing about stolen. It's the merch issue. She worked it out with the artist. Everything is fine now. End of story. That's the entire thing right there. It's literally nothing. And as far as collabing with right-wing, quote-unquote, grifters, well, that can be Cha-Cha. That could be Alana. Who else? I don't know. I don't think she's ever collabed with Leaf. She's collabed with Kirshe. Fillion has collabed with Kirshe, so there you go. Yeah, so yeah, essentially, collab with someone that Lunar Nova doesn't agree with. That's it. It's literally as basic. It is literally as basic bitch as this. It's people that Lunar Nova does not agree with. Fillion is collab with them. That's it.
Interesting. Well, first of all, grifters. We know there's no actual functional definition they're using. But this is amazing. Or so I'm told. So this person deserves some sort of cancellation or judgment or to be on a block list because you've been told so about possibly something happening. Like, what if I just said, you collab with right-wing grifters? Because, well, that's what I've been told. Should people ask?
Yeah, this is not the same mint. Or bint, sorry. This is not the same bint. It is a different person. This is M bint. This is M binted. This is not the same bint that you guys are thinking of. Okay? For the latecomers, this is not the same bint. I misspoke when I said mint. This is not the same Bint that was going after Rev and Kirsche and so on. Completely different person. Okay? This is not the same person.
Act on that? Absolutely not. That's stupid. It's ridiculous how low the bar is, but no one can meet it. Just like provide some evidence. And here is the reaction from my wife Straub to this block list
Go
demand.
Straub. Go
And
Straub.
I agree, 100%. Go ahead. No one's angry that you're blocking anyone. And by the way, this is Nick from New Girl and little Rev Lore. This is actually the first show we ever watched together as a couple, and we still watch it about almost 6 years later. It's one of our bedtime shows. We fall asleep to New Girl all the time. There's some lore for you guys. Hope you enjoy. But yeah, just go ahead.
Rev likes New Girl. Cancel him. Cancel him. He likes New Girl. Ew. My opinion on Rev has completely changed. Rev, I'm sorry, I hate you now. You like New Girl? I'm sorry, Rev. I hate you now. I can never watch again. Damn it. Why'd you have to go against the wrong thing? New Girl is a horrible show. You're not supposed to like it. You're not supposed to be a fan. You're not supposed to love it. Nope. Sorry. Nope. Rev is canceled. Game over, everybody. Rev is canceled. Rev is canceled. He likes New Girl. It's over. It's over, everybody.
The reason people make fun of these threads is because they're hilarious and often hypocritical.
There's nothing
and they're
wrong
easy
with it.
content. No one's like sitting here like, no, random English VTuber number 10,000 is blocking me. Like, good. You don't want to see my stuff? Block me. But you don't have to announce it. This is not an airport. You don't have to announce your departure. It's as simple as that. And then you see people saying this. Why do some people, or the original poster, I'm sorry. Why do some people think blocking them is the worst crime you could ever commit? Nobody's saying that. Yeah. Literally, nobody's mad that you're blocking anyone. They're just laughing at this virtue signaling.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't, Silver. If anything, I stole it from him. Rev said that line before I did. I'm giving full, anytime I've said that, I give full credit to Rev on that one. He said it before I did. Every time I said, this is not an airport, you don't need to announce your departure, he said it first. I will not take credit for creating that one. Not in the slightest. That's all Rev.
And the fact that you have to create these sort of calls to action over these problematic VTubers. And then this. And then they cry when people reply free block list. They get so upset when they're excluded for being jerks. Excluded from what?
God.
Please explain to me. Just focus on me for now. What am I missing out on that I want to be a part of? What am I being excluded from that I wish I could be experiencing in this realm of the internet?
It is. It's absolutely
right,
schoolgirl, high school schoolgirl.
But of course, we'll end on this.
Yeah.
Here's another tweet that they made throughout the chaos and people laughing at their free block list tweet.
No, there's more on the meme.
Anything and everything you say online could be someone's first impression of you, and those people will make assumptions based on it. That would be me, for example. This is the first time I've ever come across this account, and just from looking around with the first impression, you do this all the time. This is keyword searching unfollow.
They've
is the doing this regularly.
Yep.
Here's block. It goes on and on
Jesus.
and on
block.
and on and on and on some more. So this whole thing
Good Lord.
is just hilarious. Again, free content. If people want to keep feeding me free content, go for it, I guess. No hard feelings. You want to block me on Twitter? Please do. If you don't like what I'm doing, please do. The only time it's hypocritical to block me is when you're trying to have some sort of an active conversation on Twitter and then you're hiding behind a block. Like, that's the only time it's hypocritical. If you just don't like what I'm saying or what I stand for, or whatever, or you just feel like it, go for it. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah. Unless there's some kind of circumstantial, like really specific thing going on where there's a direct conversation trying to be had, Yeah, otherwise, who cares? But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
It's always fun seeing these people reeing and screaming and crying and basically admitting that the VTubers that they list that are like free block list, it's always fun seeing them admit that these VTubers that they're putting in this list are a fuckload more popular than they are, and they're showcasing their jealousy. Because that's an additional component to this. Anytime these people do, oh, these VTubers should be blocked, what they're not saying is, I hate the fact that these VTubers are more popular than me, so I want to try and knock them down so I can try and supplant them. And I have an update that was fed to me by Endint. We have additions. We have additions to the list, and there's a name on that list. Might look a little familiar to you. Little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, Squee made it. Yeah, Squee. That's right, Squee. Scoocha. Scoochan made the list. Yep, that's the name. That's the name. Yeah. How about that, huh? How about that?